Good evening, world. Allow me first to apologize for this interruption. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of everyday routine and the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition. I enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration, thereby those important events of the past usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, a celebration of a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this day by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are of course those who do not want us to speak. I suspect even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way. Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this world, isn't there? Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission. How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable, but again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you follow those that seek to destroy you. They promised you order, they promised you peace, and all they demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with a heavy heart, filled with grief and anger over the senseless slaughter that continues to unfold in Palestine. For decades, the Palestinian people have endured unimaginable suffering and injustice at the hands of the Israeli government. They have been denied their basic human rights, their homes have been destroyed, and their loved ones have been killed. The latest escalation of violence is a particularly heinous chapter in this ongoing tragedy. Hundreds of Palestinians, including innocent children, have been killed in airstrikes and ground invasions. Hospitals and schools have been targeted, and civilians have been subjected to indiscriminate shelling. This is not a war. It is a massacre. It is a crime against humanity. The international community cannot stand idly by while this slaughter continues. We must condemn the Israeli government in the strongest possible terms and demand an immediate ceasefire. We must also hold Israel accountable for its war crimes. The perpetrators of these atrocities must be brought to justice. But words alone are not enough. We must also take action. We must provide humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people. We must help them rebuild their lives and heal their wounds. We must also work to find a just and lasting solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. This conflict has gone on for far too long and has caused too much suffering. The Palestinian people deserve to live in peace and security, just like any other people. They deserve to have their own state, where they can live with dignity and freedom. The world cannot afford to turn a blind eye to the suffering of the Palestinian people. We must act now to stop the slaughter and to build a better future for all. Thank you.